Welcome back to the crossover. We've managed to locate Eve the cat, so now, what more is there to do but to explore a bit more and then make our way back to the bakery?
There she is.
Eve, we found you finally. Meow.
Meow.
Those are my line strips.
I'm so glad you're safe.
Oh yeah, all one of them.
Espella would be so upset if anything happened to you.
She sure would, Luke. She said Eve is a real friend.
Hopefully not her only friend, though. That's cause for concern.
Hopefully the boss will feel better too when we get Eve back. What are these humans saying?
I'm sure she will. Come on then, let's go back to the bakery.
Yeah, I can buy she'd understand Luke. Not so much Maya.
Yeah.
Maya, don't you get those urges to open up all the boxes and see what's inside?
Luke likes a bit of looting, it seems.
Well, Shuri, how else do you think they get the pick-a-rats?
I mean, that is true. It's like that one line from Moneybags in Spyro. It's like, this stuff isn't just lying on the ground, is it?
You're so business-minded, Miss Maya, but maybe you shouldn't yell into people's windows at night.
Seriously, Maya's trying to sell bread at... God, it's probably 5 a.m. at this point now.
Yeah, people wake up early for work, you know? They want some bread.
Oh, this
Can I interest you with an egg in these tired times?
Can I interest you in a loaf?
There we
I'm
go.
like, fuck. Yeah, we've already found the retribution.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's a hint coin. Right there.
in the sky.
Shuri, that ain't... That's not even the most over-the-top place we'll find a hint coin in this
It's a
game.
shooting star.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Those move too fast for me to read, by the way, so...
Yeah, that's because we already checked those out in the previous part. That's why I moved by those quicker. Hint coin.
Where the fuck's Luke gone?
Oh, that's a fine-looking cat.
It's not for sale.
Ha! This must be the cat those 3 knights were searching for.
I'll claw your eyeballs out. Meow.
That's what it means.
Does this cat belong to you two?
No, it belongs to Espella.
Why
Oh,
is it
really?
in jail just like her then?
Espella's cat. It's not really for me to say, but I feel I must warn you both. Stay away from that girl.
It's a bit late for that now, isn't it, mate?
He doesn't know, bless him. You do realize she's being held on suspicion of being the Great Witch Espella, the stealer of screen time, that one. Of course, I'd never say it out loud, but I've always expected her of...
Espella is not a witch.
Yeah,
fucking
no
right.
way is she a witch. Don't talk like it's a foregone conclusion.
Everyone in this town talks like that.
You two seriously don't figure it out.
I'm sorry. You're right, of course. Although...
Don't all those me.
it's not as unreasonable as you might think. Oh?
And why is it that people suspect us so much? Is there something they know that we don't?
What do you think?
Well, that's because... I'm afraid I cannot say. You should ask her yourself.
You can't start that kind of a conversation and then not finish it.
It's to leave you in suspense. Now then, I must be going.
Why does everyone seem to fear Espella? What are they all so scared of?
I don't know.
I wonder if Espella herself will be able to tell us.
Let's break her out of prison and then ask her afterwards.
But then we might get in trouble if we do that.
The mine gets in trouble every week.
Yeah, but we're trying to get her off of that.
Good luck with that. Oh, look, there we are. We got the Knights of, whatever.
It's the Black Cat. Did you come back to see me?
No.
You're so cute, you sweet little pussycat. I'd like to stroke you.
I guess
Don't
he really
you fucking dare.
Sure, he just wants to...
To be fair, it's a knight with armor. The scratches should... Oh.
Sure,
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage, emotional.
I suggest you keep your hands, or should I say gauntlets, to yourself. Eve seems a little afraid of you.
all we wanted to do was just stroke the pussy.
A little afraid? How would you know?
Jovah, please.
Don't keep her all to yourself. Come on, let me stroke her. Okay, now it's becoming very creepy.
Hey, will you cut that out already?
Yeah, thank you.
It looks like we may have to drag him back to his post. Ah, just understand.
Just when I found the cat. No, I don't want to go back.
Come on, you're going
You
back.
okay, dude?
Look, we know you love cute animals, but you're going a little too far.
Just a tad.
We need to keep him away from animals.
How can you even call yourself a knight? Why did you join up in the first place?
Oh, so a knight's not allowed to like animals?
I was sure there would be cute pets in the Order of Knights.
I mean, Barnum gets a pet. Why don't all the other knights?
You know, like Inquisitor Barnum's.
Yeah, exactly. So it was sort of constant thing that attracted you to that group.
He's the mascot. He's supposed to do that.
Hey, Luke, I think we should go.
I think you're right, Maya. Before they decide to chase after Eve again.
Also,
I
the
have-
proportions. Eve's head looks as big as Luke's.
Dang. What have they been feeding that cat?
They put her on a stool.
Potassium?
So did they tell that one guard that he gets a free pet if he joins or something?
Maybe.
I guess something. It's kind of like in Final Fantasy VII Remake, where Shinra has a dog mascot for the Corporation Army.
People like puppies, right?
True.
Join an evil megacorp.
Well, don't you see here? We're fighting for the safety of the town and all that jazz. And now that the murder's already occurred, we don't have to worry about getting killed by the witch.
But there's more than one murder.
Eh?
Oh.
Hi there. Meow.
Bringing a cat into the library is certainly not something I encourage.
Well, you're boring.
You see, it might damage the books.
Maya, why are you so sad?
Sorry, but she's very well behaved.
And that is true. Why is Maya being sad about this?
You're gonna say that's true. Why is Maya being allowed in here?
Well, your cat does look very refined. It's obviously not just some stray cat you found off the street.
No spirit mediums allowed.
However, I still ask that you take care. Cats can be very temperamental, you know. Don't let her get playful with those claws, or I will personally
I-
You got a
declaw
problem
her.
with stray lady?
I guess that we were trying to convey that she was sad that she believed, the cat was not allowed in, but then she became happy about that.
I guess.
Since you're here, why don't you take a look at a puzzle or two?
There are currently
But
no puzzles
you'll be
here.
gonna be doing your own work.
Sorry, we can't take any puzzles.
Anytime you feel like solving puzzles, just drop by and let me know.
Let's see.
Cool story.
They went to so much trouble to make these statues look identical. Amazing.
Oh, don't you know, Duke? Sculpture isn't real. They're just people encased in stone.
I have to give kudos to the people who actually do that for a living.
Also, Jovah, I wish I was kind of exaggerating, but there's this new weird conspiracy theory brand going on of people believing sculptures are not actually real and some kind of weird Illuminati shit are about, people being encased in stone because they're just too perfect to be real, to be really sculpture like that.
Fascinating.
Even
Very
though a lot of
fascinating.
statues/sculptures are kind of ugly.
Anyway, I was just doing the Pedro thing of clearing out the menu.
Away
thing.
with your exclamation points.
Well, the reason I do is because my OCD kicks in and I have to get rid of any things that says new in these kinds of games.
All those exclamation marks in your
Yes, these are
notification.
new.
Well, sure. That's for sure. You're a Kingdom Hearts player, so you know this. Like, you know how in Kingdom Hearts 2 there's a new word for every new thing you get in the menu. Well,
Yes.
my OCD kicks in. I have to get rid of all those new because I can't stand that thing being there.
No, that's fair. But who did you say this was to you?
I think it's Luke narrating
Okay.
this.
She told us about an unsolved incident in which an alchemist was killed by a witch. I wonder what happened.
An alchemist was killed by a witch, Luke. Come on.
But there
Read the
must be more to it.
Sure, it was an Autobot. Why not?
Even more. The Great Archive deserves a great chandelier, I guess.
But
The
there are more
alchemist
than one.
obviously did something wrong.
I pretend I haven't heard that.
I didn't say
Unauthorized access is strictly forbidden. It's closed. The librarian must have locked the door. Which I guess is our cue to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Does Riddell sleep there?
I guess. Oh, goody, Constantine is a puzzle.
Of course the dog has a puzzle.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
He's vibrating.
This poodle is ascending.
Hey, Constantine sounds a little stressed.
Oh dear.
At
All
this
right,
rate,
sure. So I guess
we're going to
it's,
see a
we're-
fight.
We're gonna fight now. All right.
Wait, what's there?
Remember, I'm Constantine, so.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Eve, use tackle.
Luke, can't you do something?
me? What do you expect me? Oh, right.
You speak to animals!
Oh, right. I almost forgot about that. Okay, I'll try. Now listen up, you two. I have a proposition for you.
He's still vibrating intensely.
He's
We are
just
happy
not giving
of
a shit.
That do be how cats often
Oh, she's the
work.
cat.
Look, Luke, I think you've done it.
Don't take it,
Are
Maya.
you sure about that?
Well, I got them both to agree to a suggestion of mine.
And that is.
A suggestion? What kind of suggestion?
Probably
Take three
something to
guesses
eat,
and your first two don't count. Well, a puzzle, of course.
Of course.
Even the animal kingdom can be coerced with the power of puzzles.
A puzzle?
Yes, I thought if we all worked on a puzzle together, they could become friends.
Of course. No better way to bond with someone and to solve a puzzle with that person.
Don't you see
Luke,
that?
that's genius. That just might work.
I'm glad you think so. By the way, I need your cooperation too.
What?
Yep, I'm roping you into this the same way the professor ropes me into stuff.
Who? Me?
Of course you! This is one of those puzzles that needs everyone's input, as the professor would put it.
All right.
So what you're telling me is that if we had even predators work with their prey on puzzles, they could just be friends. Maya and Luke are each in charge of delivering the cargo inside a set of carts, with the help of their furry friends, of course. Move the carts to the center and to the opposite sides of town. Touch the character icons and slide the stylus to move the carts. So yes, physical labor, bringing everyone together.
Exactly.
Truly the way Karl Marx imagined it.
Luke will do it with Constantine, whereas Maya will work with Eve.
Also, how the hell did they get Eve, a cat, to agree to actually doing work?
Well, Luke can be very persuasive with animals, as we've seen in the Layton games, Jovah.
But even with a cat, holy cow.
That's the thing, Jovah. For all we know, maybe cats really are reasonable. It's just that they only are reasonable people who can communicate properly with them, I guess. So that's the secret. I guess that's the secret, Shiroi. If you manage to learn cat speech, you will be able to get them to do what you actually want, I guess.
Yes.
That's one heck of a loophole.
And there we go.
Relatively simple.
The way it's constructed, it feels like a more elaborate game of Snake.
Let's do it, Luke. Yes, we did it!
That's another 25 picarats. Great! That was excellently done. I'm surprised that they didn't say crate, just for another pun.
You see? The four of us working together were able to solve the puzzle.
You're right, Luke. It was refreshing solving a puzzle together like that.
And Constantine seems pleased.
Yay. Hey, Luke. What did he just say?
Let's see. I suppose it wouldn't do any harm to show a little more consideration to this feline.
I guess I'll let this one go.
Is what he said.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what he said.
Hey, way to go, Constantine.
You are not racist to all cats. Good for you.
Don't push your luck, though.
Well, at
Like
least
what?
we seem to have relieved the tension a bit.
You hear that, Eve? You've got to be nice to Constantine, too.
Behave.
No bullying him. Meow.
Even though you're a cat, and cats do sometimes be like that, don't be catty.
Put the claws away.
You win! I can hold up my end of this, if it will really please you both so. He said.
I guess they want to discuss stuff over tea.
Oh wow, I could have sworn Constantine's little bark has a little extra bounce in it just now.
Oh, ho, ho, Constantine's wanting to court the lady there?
No.
Don't get weird ideas in your head.
Now come on, you two. Try to get along with each other. Got it?
Oh, but Pedro,
Yes,
Pedro, I thought Zootopia had told us that it was okay not to discriminate against that kind of relationship.
And who says that's what I'm talking about? Just because I'm friends with this cat, that doesn't mean I have to court that cat. It doesn't have anything to do with species. It's just that this is just a friendly truce for now. I never said anything about species relationships anymore.
That took us longer than I thought it would. I wonder if everyone's asleep.
It's getting close to daybreak. We should enter quietly and try not to wake anyone. And then
Good morning!
No!
Well, congrats, we got absolutely no sleep whatsoever. I'm sure we'll be just fine the next day.
Time to make horrifying noises at 3 a.m. for no reason.
Good idea, but now it's not anymore 3 a.m.
Where on earth could those two have gone?
No me.
After what happened earlier, you'd think they'd know better than to go wandering out all night like this.
We didn't learn a thing.
They're kids. Well, okay, the girl isn't, but yeah.
It's getting bright out already. I'm starting to worry that they came across a witch. I think Maya would... Never mind, it's Maya.
They don't show up soon. I suggest we all go looking for them. Or you can. If Luke wants to get lost, that's his own affair.
Hey, aren't you looking after that kid? After a trial like that, it makes me wonder
his
where they
father
get their
kind of
energy
asked
from.
you. Yeah, you kind of promised his father that you would take care of him.
Big Bird went for this.
And I already told you his father's a piece of shit.
Oh, Eve! Where were you?
Good morning, everyone.
What do you mean, good morning? Where have you two been this whole time?
It's a long story.
Shame.
Sorry. We didn't expect to be gone for so long.
The sun is literally rising now.
Like the bread you should be baking.
And I thought you'd know better, Luke. What were you doing out there at this hour?
You're in trouble.
Sorry, Professor. We went looking for Eve.
Is Eve a new type of drug?
No.
Yes.
Looking for Eve, you say?
You mean you were both so concerned that Eve was missing?
Well, when Espella comes home, she'll want Eve here to meet her, won't she?
She's been on trial so many times she's barely been home.
After all, Eve's like a member of the family.
Oh, you dears. It's very considerate of you. Thank you.
Now go the fuck to sleep.
But I want you to promise me that you won't go wandering around late at night like that again. It's just not safe. What with all those witches out there? Like, literally, 2 men got burned alive.
We promise. I'm sorry, boss.
Actually, how awkward would that have been if Maya and Luke had gotten attacked by a witch just because they were
They
out looking
were
for
traveling
Eve?
as a couple, so...
So
Yeah.
those two guys.
Well, for all we know, Dwibs, the storyteller might have been talking about another young couple. As we later come to see, you gotta pay attention to the very exact letters of his story.
I should say, it's nearly morning already. Why don't you both go and get yourself cleaned up?
Prophecies are vague for a reason.
I've already prepared breakfast, so jump to it. Oh, and try not to fall asleep.
They also can vary in logic depending on the language she writes.
Yes, ma'am. Come to think of it, I'm so hungry I could eat one of Mary's goats. How about you, Luke?
No one has respect for that poor lamb.
Now that you
Honestly?
mention it,
Oh no, go on, Jovah.
I'm definitely ready for breakfast.
That lamb is better off in someone's stomach than with that lady.
Damn. You certainly both love your food. Personally, I'd just like a little more sleep.
Sleep in your suit? Right then, let's eat breakfast and make our way to the court.
These are the only clothes that we have. In fact, you sleep in your coat, too.
Yeah, but at least mine isn't a fancy...
That is true, however, when we do get to see official artwork of Ace Attorney in Phoenix in a more casual, relaxed state, he just takes away his jacket and that's it.
Well, sometimes he wears the sweater that Iris made
Sure,
him.
I'm not talking about Hobo Phoenix for obvious reasons.
Yeah, no, like, the anime shows that even before he knew that, you know, Iris was Iris, he still occasionally wore that sweater.
I like how we haven't seen any of the characters wear actual pajamas, but don't we have, like, official made art for the Ace Attorney characters?
Priorities here.
Also, not only that, Layton, but you sleep with your top hat on. Isn't that a bit much?
Well, actually,
in my head.
It's tied to trauma. Leave him alone.
Actually, Jovah, if you take a look at the actual, like something, for example, in the anime, you can actually see him sleeping with his hat off.
I think it was specifically mentioned also, I think, in Curious Village, in the minigame we had to rearrange the room.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Herschel obviously has his big, strong reason for why he wears the hat all the time, but he's not, like, obsessed with the idea of never getting that hat off or anything like that. He does take them off in certain occasions. Not
He doesn't
many,
shower while wearing it.
Oh god, now that's an image
kids will
in my head.
My kids will be born with hat-shaped heads.
Boy, Espella must be feeling so sad and
Oh
lonely.
yeah, come to think
Let's
of
get
it.
a move on.
Hey, speaking of which, Professor, how's Alfendi doing? Better, I hope?
We don't talk about Alfendi.
Actually, Professor, based on the final episode of the anime, it does seem like that we do indeed talk about him. So.
Not now, though.
Oh, hey, Mary.
Don't be if it isn't you lot. What a coincidence seeing you here.
You were surprisingly helpful in helping us bag that witch last night.
Hey, Miss Mary. I thought you were selling milk on the outskirts of the market.
Already a miracle she's not being arrested for being a thief.
That's right, I do. But not everyone can get to the market to buy their milk, child.
Aw, how thoughtful of you.
Hey, Jovah, and while you were saying that about the hat, suddenly a bajillion psycho locks suddenly showed up in front all over Layton. So.
If we had the Makatama, but yeah.
It must be hard having to do it right after the trial like this. We have to deliver the milk while it's still fresh, you see. There's no way we can go taking a break. Not only that, but we hardly feel like resting. Not after all that excitement.
And what a night that was.
We've never experienced a trial like that. Who would ever thought that sweet flower girl, Kira, could turn out to be a witch?
Has anyone noticed that her name sounds a bit like Killer if you sort of say it a certain way?
Intentional.
An innocent face, too. You'd never believe she could have done it. Don't you think so, my little snowy kid?
I'm not listening
Also,
over here.
What is this stance? Like she's just chomping up. Oh, there you go.
Well, at least she's
She's
treating
noisy,
him
so.
kind for once.
Me.
At any rate, it was a real shock seeing an execution by fire.
Maybe so, but on the other hand, it couldn't be helped. After all, she was a witch.
Yeah, and again, she did kill 2 people, let's not forget.
Anyway, at times like this, a little puzzle can help to clear the air. Isn't that right, my little fluffy dumpling?
I would rather be a dumpling than here.
That could be arranged.
Good.
Puzzle 30, Gabbin goats.
And Phoenix is about to get mauled.
And
5
why is
goats were
scared
put out to pasture. Each goat has its own unique color and pattern. Not only that, but they each have a unique pattern to their bleeding. However, these conversation-loving goats all suddenly started talking at once, sending the conversation into complete chaos. Use the pictures above to work out which goat is which from what they're saying.
I don't know the localizers of New Welsh.
Also, OMG. The Ace Attorney characters are scared of ghosts while the Layton ones get on with her really well. Ruined forever, Sarah.
This was actually, this is actually one of the last few Layton games, Shira, that was actually localized by Nintendo of Europe, because it was part of the contract. Like, because Love already had their localization department by this point. However, part of the contract that Nintendo had with Level 5 is that Nintendo would handle the localization. So basically, the reason they still did the localization for these last few games was more because of a technicality on the contract rather than anything else, basically. So no Welsh people on this one, I'm afraid. In fact, according to Moby Games, Shiro, apparently one of the localization directors was apparently a Portuguese or Brazilian person.
It's a joke about our sheep population.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Like, to give you an idea, in like one of our I mean, this is a bit more specific, so it's not really one of those touristy shops, but they have like a t-shirt where it had a bunch of Welsh words, and on the right hand side of them they had different sheep noises next to them.
I'm curious, Shiroi. Who loves sheep more, Wales or New Zealand?
This answer
I think they're deciding, maybe.
Wow.
I don't know, though. Seriously, I don't know.
Some serious competition, I guess. Well done. Amazing listening skills. The goats can now understand each other and continue with their conversations. Now enjoy this incredibly cute picture of a goat.
Basically, Pedro, Wales has a lot, and I mean a lot, of sheep.
I know that.
It's a feel dreamy being surrounded by lovely bleating goats.
I'll be seeing them in my dreams tonight for sure. I'll probably be counting goats instead of sheep.
They suddenly do look cute, don't they?
Cute appearance can be quite relaxing. If only you could block out their bleating.
Damn, even Layton kind of got fed up with it.
Let's go here. Let's go and see Espella at her second house. Might as well be at this rate.
That's the funny thing. Oh, go on.
Coming back here makes me remember yesterday's trial.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
It's
can't
almost
believe.
like it was yesterday. Oh wait, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Espella's still being held somewhere inside that building.
Which looks kind of like a red version of the U.S. Capitol. Yeah, and it's up to us to get her out as soon as we can.
And then the Royal Guard over here, I think you're planning a breakout attempt.
No, we're planning legal strategies. There's a difference.
The first thing we should do is make sure we're allowed to see her.
Yeah, good point.
Are we allowed to see her? No. You there! Yes, you!
Hmm?
Uh-oh, there's nothing like a confrontation first thing in the morning to keep you on your toes.
Story of my frickin' life at this point. We're here to, to visit our client.
The client. It's not you we're interested in. It's Darkat over there. He's to come with us immediately.
Darkheart? Don't you mean Darkheart?
Who, sir? Me, sir?
Yes, sir, you, sir.
Yes, sir, you, sir. What have you done this time?
Professor, did you do something?
Oh, you know when Maya, of all people, was asking you that.
And now it's time Layton pulls away and reveals his own power all this time.
I wonder where it could be. Look, do you have any idea?
Is this about that time you got arrested in my hometown, Professor?
We're nowhere near your hometown.
By Paul Blart, you mean?
Professor!
Don't play innocent with us.
You stole those 40 cakes.
The order came from the storyteller himself.
Oh, snap. God is mad with you, Layton.
You have been personally summoned to the audience room to see the storyteller.
Bring me this Layton character.
Get it? Character, because I'm the storyteller. The audience room?
So clever.
Meeting the storyteller in person is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a person.
My guess is that, who knows, maybe the storyteller wasn't so happy with the fact that, Layton interfered with the trial yesterday.
There's no one in all of Labyrinthia who wouldn't be proud to meet him.
This is not how the story goes.
That goes for us knights too, although such an honor is almost unheard of.
Although
This Layton... Sorry, go on.
one does
Nevertheless, those were the orders.
one does wonder, though, why would he be mad at Layton but not Phoenix, since Phoenix and Maya are clearly outliers as well?
Have Herschel Layton make his way to the audience room. Very well. And in this audience room,
Yes?
the storyteller will be waiting to see me. Is that correct? That's what I just said, you nincompoop!
What? Why does the storyteller want to see you, Professor?
He wants my
Because you-
autograph.
Because you changed my plan script, now you'll pay, little man.
Yeah, what's going on here anyway?
Just be glad you're not the one in trouble for once, Maya.
Not that. Would it be possible to go there after having seen Miss Cantabella? No! I said immediately! The storyteller's order is of the absolute highest priority.
Yeah, man, if you don't do that, the story will be completely off schedule.
Nothing can take precedent.
I mean, he is God, so you know.
But
No,
Oh,
but
You heard the orders from God, Luke.
not only that, but in any event, you are not permitted to see the accused.
Oh, well, there goes that out the window for you.
We'll start the conversation with that.
Why would that?
Remember, Tio, the storyteller's orders take priority.
Permission to see the accused is restricted to defender Wright and his assistant. And last time I checked, your name is not Defender Wright or his assistant.
He's got a... Well, unless you are my assistant, Professor.
Who calls somebody his assistant? Those are the orders.
What do you make of that, Professor?
Sounds like we gotta split up, gang.
Well,
They said assistant, which is singular, so assuming Maya, who's gonna babysit Luke?
Make of it what you will. Orders are orders.
Well, okay.
Very well. Let's go and meet the so-called storyteller. So half the stuff he comes up with is it ain't drivel anyway. That's more like it.
Yeah, I'm pleased with this too because I love the storyteller's theme.
Oh yeah. Professor, are you really planning on meeting with the storyteller? It might be a trap.
This guy created AO3 for fuck's sakes.
Oh god.
Well, I do sense the potential for a scheme here. Hey, how are you saying?
Do you also
I also use AO3.
Oh, what kind of stuff have you generated with that, I wonder?
No, I just read stuff, I don't write stuff.
To pass up the opportunity to meet with this town's so-called creator. There are rather too many things that I would like to ask.
That's right. I create and you follow, bitches.
Yeah, I've done some.
If the professor is going, then I'm going too. After all, I'm the professor's apprentice.
Be careful, Luke.
Said Layton only.
I'm sure you'll be just fine, as long as you stay with the professor.
I will, and please give Espella our best. Also, Layton, I'm a package deal with you, remember? Oh, and Maya, could you give Espella the bread from Mrs. Eclair?
Sure thing, Luke.
She probably made her some eclairs, didn't she?
It's okay, Luke. We'll hide you in the professor's hat.
If you finally finish talking, I would suggest wasting no more time. You'll find the audience room beyond the guard post east of the Great Archive.
Mm-hmm.
And Defender, you should see the accused.
Right. I've got one heck of a case to mount.
Well, it would seem we must go our separate ways for the time being. Yes, this crossover doesn't really have us crossing over so much.
Yeah, looks like it. Well, take care, Professor. Just stay out of trouble, okay?
And you, Mr. Wright. I wish you both luck. Try not to bucker things up again while I'm gone.
Same to you,
Challenge
pal.
impossible.
So
Right,
we'll see how things go when they go their separate ways in the next part.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you then.